During the Buddha's time, there was a Brahmin named Adinabhupaka who was very stingy. He never gave anything to charity. He had a young son named Mata Kundali. Adinabhupaka was so stingy that when he wanted to give his only son some gold ornaments, he made them himself to save on the cost of hiring someone. When his son fell ill, Adinabhupaka was very worried and concerned for his son. However, Adinabhupaka was more worried about spending and wasting money that he refused to consult a doctor. Mata Kundali's condition got much worse. Finally, when Mata Kundali was on the verge of death, Adinabhupaka gave in and called for a doctor. The doctor refused to help, saying that this boy was beyond treatment. Knowing that his son was dying broke Adinabhupaka's heart. However, he thought that people would want to come see his son before he died, and he was worried that people would see his possessions. He then had people carry his son outside. The Buddha, with his unending compassion for all beings, sent out his divine eye and surveyed the world for those who most needed his help. The Buddha then entered Savatthi for alms food with his monks, and stood near the door of the home of the Brahmin Adinabhupaka. The Buddha sent forth a ray of light to attract the attention of Mata Kundali. When Mata Kundali saw the beam of light, he barely had any energy left. He mustered up his energy and turned his head and saw the Buddha. He thought, "The Buddha is truly wonderful and kind. He must have come here to bless me with his presence before my death." Mata Kundali could not even lift his hands up, so instead, he professed his faith in the Buddha in his mind. Not long after that, he passed away. Owing to the bliss and exaltation in his heart at the time of his death, Mata Kundali was reborn in one of the highest heavens, Tawatingsa. Adinabhupaka was heartbroken. He couldn't bring himself to leave the cemetery. Mata Kundali looked down from his celestial abode and saw his father mourning over him at the cemetery. And so Mata Kundali appeared to him in his old form. His father said, "Son? Son, is that you?" "Yes, father, it is I. I have been reborn in the Tawatingsa heaven." "Son, what did you do to get to be reborn in the Tawatingsa heaven?" "Before I died, I professed my faith in the Buddha. After that, I was reborn in heaven." "Father, you should focus more on charity and giving. When I was alive, your stinginess wasted many good opportunities to create good merit, which would have resulted in good rebirths. You should invite the Buddha for a meal in order to make good merit." And so, on the next day, Adinabhupaka offered food to the Buddha and many of his monks. After the meal, Adinabhupaka asked the Buddha, "Is it truly possible for a person to not give charity or observe precepts and still go to heaven after just professing sincere faith in the Buddha? Instead of answering himself, the Buddha willed that Mata Kundali should appear in person, in all his heavenly splendor. Mata Kundali appeared and described his birth in the Tawa Tingsa heaven. Then, Adinabupaka and all gathered became convinced that simply by professing sincere faith, Mata Kundali was able to attain much glory. And the Buddha then said, "All things in the world are created by the mind. The mind is the chief. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows him like a shadow." At the end of the discourse, Mata Kundali the Dewa and his father Adinabupaka attained the first level of enlightenment as Sotapannas. Adinabupaka also donated most of his wealth to the cause of furthering and supporting the Buddha's teachings.
What did you learn from this story? We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads.